Okay, so solving equations and inequalities with the variable in more than one place, which means you'll see the variable on both the left and the right side of the equal sign and the inequality sign. So we're going to follow the same steps, though. You're only going to have one added step in today's lesson, okay? The first step is simplify each side of the equation. You do that by distributing and combining like terms. You guys know this. You've already had this. Step 2. This is the new step here. We're going to get the variables on one side of the equation. So you want the variables to be on the same side. I do this by picking on the little guy, okay? So I always choose to manipulate the variable that's the smaller one. So pick on the little guy. And then step 3, you just solve as usual. So 3 steps in order to solve equations and inequalities when the variable is in more than one place. Okay, like I said, you guys are pretty well pros at all of this, so let's just jump right in. So, how this example is different than the previous examples, instead of just having the variables all on the left or all on the right, there's now variables on both sides of the equal sign. We're going to start by drawing our line of equality and circling our variables. So we're going to do that every single time that we solve equations or inequalities. Now, the next thing I ask myself, can I distribute? Okay, can I combine like terms? No, because I can't combine this with this. I can't cross that line. So if I can't simplify the equation by distributing and combining like terms, I look at step number 2, which says get my variables to the same side. All right, so I want to get my variables to the same side. I do that by picking on the little guy. So is 4a or a bigger? Which one's my little guy? A. Now, anytime a variable is by itself, what do I imagine up in front of it? Okay. If I want to move this 1a from the right side of the line of equality to the left side, how do I do that? Yeah, I'm going to minus 1a. I want to take that whole variable with it. So remember, if I take minus 1a, I can only combine like terms. So I'm going to subtract that 1a from 4a. Okay? So what's 4a minus 1a? So I have 3a. Plus 9 equals negative 6. Now, once I get my variables to the same side, I have equations that I'm used to seeing. What kind of equation is this? How many steps?
2-step.
Yeah, a 2-step equation. So I solve as usual from here. So if I'm going to solve as usual, what do I get rid of first?
Minus 9.
That's right, subtract 9. So on my left side, I have 3a equals negative 15. Good. Last step. Divide by 3. So a is going to equal negative 5. There we go. Nice job. Not too bad, is it? Nah, not bad. Good. Do you think I'm going to make them harder? All right, you guys ready for example number 2? If I go too fast, please let me know, okay? All right, example number 2. So I have 2 parentheses b minus 5 close equals 7b. So Dylan, according to my notes, what do I do first here?
Distribute.
Okay. What does that equal? Whoa, what? Okay, after I distribute, what's the next thing I have to look to see if I can do?
Combine like terms.
Can I do that? Nope. All right, so if I can't combine like terms,
Add.
my next step is what?
Undo. Minus 7.
No, what's my new step?
Oh, it's get the variables on one side.
Yeah, so I can't forget about that new step. I have to get the variables to the same side. So we're going to pick on the little guy, because the little guy's easier to pick up and move, right? So what's my little guy, 2b or 7b?
2b.
So I'm going to move that 2b from the left side to the right. How do I do that?
Minusing 2b.
Yeah, I'm going to minus. Now, I'm going to combine my like terms here on my right here. That cancels. So on my left side, what do I have remaining?
-10.
Equals. And on my right side?
5b.
Okay. So after I complete my new step, get the variables to the same side, I just solve as usual. So how do I get the b by itself? Divide by 5. So then b is going to equal what? -2. You don't necessarily have to show me the step here that I just starred. Okay? If you want to go ahead and just flip it and solve at the same time, you can. If you don't show me that, you won't lose points. All right, example number 3, moving right along. I bet this problem's longer. What do you guys bet?
I feel like it's longer.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Think the next one's going to be like twice as long as this one?
Probably.
I don't know. I made this like a week and a half ago. I don't remember. Okay, so when I'm working with an equation with variables on both sides, I kind of work both sides of the line. So, meaning I work both sides of the equal sign. First thing I ask, as Dylan told me in the last examples, I'm going to see if I can distribute. Can I distribute on my left side?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Which equals?
4c minus -12.
How about just -12?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I distribute on my right?
No.
No, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring that on down. Okay? The next thing that I need to see if I can do after I distribute is what? Combine like terms. Can I do that?
No.
Nope. So then I look at my note sheet. After combine like terms, it says to do pick on the little guy, because what's the purpose of that? We're not bullies. To get what? Well, I want to pick on it because I want the
variables on one side.
on one side. So what's my little guy here?
2.
So we're going to move that 2c from the right to the left by,
You guys got this.
yeah, subtracting. Okay, on my left side, I now have equals -6. All right, I am now down to my last step, which is to, what's my last step here? A solve as usual, so undo any addition or subtraction. What do I have up here, Josh, that I can undo?
-12.
By.
12 on both sides.
Good.
And then we'll get 2c equals 6. And
Might as well, yeah, finish it off.
divide 2 on both sides. And you get c equals 3.
Y'all agree?
Yes.
I am telling you guys right now, it is not going to be a surprise. On Thursday, because we're not doing a quiz on Friday, right? On Thursday, when you take your quiz, there's going to be a box in the middle for you guys to check your work on the first equation. How would I check to see if this was right?
Fill in the C's with 3.
So I would substitute, right? So I'd have 4, 3 minus 3
0.
equals 2 times 3 minus 6.
Oh, and you see, you still get 3 as the answer.
Yeah, we see we still get the same thing. So it's 3 minus 3.
0.
Or would I go ahead and distribute?
Yes.
Let's distribute.
Oh, good.
So we have what here, guys?
12 on both sides.
So 12 minus 12. And what do I have on my other side?
Well, 6
6
minus
minus
6.
6.
When I
What's
so do those sides end up being the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right. So just pre-warning you now.
But what if you got like 4 equals 4?
Let's say you got 4 and 7. Then is C actually equal 3? No. So then you made a mistake somewhere.
If you got 4 and 4 would be correct.
Yeah.
Alright, so as long as they match.
Yes, as long as they match, you should be good. All right, example number 4. Ooh, I like this one. All right, so we're going to start with Riley, and we're going to go around the room. Riley, what's the first thing that I do?
Drawing line.
Oh, I already did that. Distribute. What am I distributing here?
4.
What kind of 4 is that?
Negative.
Okay. So when you distribute that, Riley, what do you end up getting?
Negative 4D.
Oh.
12.
What kind of 12?
Yeah.
Good. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring down the rest of my information. Good. Then after I distribute, my next step is to see what? What do I do after I distribute?
Find like terms.
Okay, what are my like terms up here?
Negative 12 and negative 12.
Okay. So when I combine like terms, what do I like to bring down first, though? What should I bring down first?
Negative 4D.
Yeah, bring down my term with a variable, and then go ahead and combine. Negative 12 minus 12 is?
Negative 24.
No, if you owe me $12 and you owe me $12 more, you don't owe me 0. So negative 24. Okay, now I've distributed. I combine like terms. Hannah, my new step is to what?
Add 24 on both sides.
No, not yet. Maddie, help her out.
Do you have to add 3 to the 4?
Not yet. What do you, but why? You have the right thing. You're just moving the wrong one.
Oh, is it 4? Because I thought 3 was a little
Because
more.
you're trying to get your variables on the same side, right? But think about it. On the number line, which number is furthest from 0?
4.
Negative 4. So your negative 4 is smaller than negative 3. Okay? So we're going to manipulate that negative 4. How do I get that negative 4 on the right to the left?
Positive 4.
You add.
Yeah. So what do I have remaining on my left side?
Some crazy stuff.
Some crazy stuff. What do I have? Negative 3D plus 4D is what?
1D
1D.
equals negative 24 divided by 1.
Now wait a minute. Question. I could divide each side by 1, right?
Yeah, but
What am I still going to get?
24.
Negative 24. So could I just simply eliminate this 1 and box it and call it a day?
I don't know.
Yeah. Sure can.
Be a positive.
I want actual
Nope.
credit though.
Because a positive divided by a negative, or a negative divided by a positive is still a negative. Now, if it was a negative 1, what would I have to do?
You're gonna have to divide.
I'd have to divide it, or just know that my 2 negatives would make this a positive.
Now see, if I did that, knowing my luck, I'd probably get it wrong.
I have another question for you guys. What if you choose not to manipulate the smaller number?
Then your whole problem.
But would you get the wrong answer?
No.
No, you won't. It's just you're not going to have to deal with as many positives and negatives if you manipulate your smaller one. Okay?
All the bigger ones go.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Why do you think I like this one the best so far?
It's big.
It's
big.
got 3 variables.
3 variables. We're up to 3 this time.
So,
You guys are so lucky you get to do this problem.
we're so cool.
The thing I always hated about math, when I would see a problem like this, like internally and mentally, I would just shut down. I'm like, this problem's long, and it overwhelms me. I don't know what to do with it, and I would just not doing it. But you guys are lucky because you have these great notes, and they tell you what to do step by step. So if you just follow your steps and work your way through it, you'll be fine. So our first step is to do what? Distribute. Okay? So what do I have?
3E plus 9.
Nice. Now, again, if I can distribute on my left, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can distribute on my right. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
4E.
And then what do I need to remember to bring down?
Oh, you're negative 8. And then you combine like
Good. So the next step, I combine like terms. So I do things kind of in a pattern, so I always go back to my left. Can I combine like terms on my left?
No.
No. Can I combine like terms on my right?
Yeah.
What are they?
4E and negative 8E.
Which equals?
Negative 4.
Negative 4 what?
E.
E. And then what do I need to bring down?
You're negative 12.
Okay. And then I need to bring down everything on my left side too. So 3E.
Matter
Plus
if
9.
I have it. So I have negative 12 minus 4E.
It doesn't. I like to always put like if you would go to write your final answer when you're simplifying, and you would have those flipped around, you're not writing them out in the right order. So I just always get myself in the habit of writing my term with the variable first. And it just makes your work look cleaner as well.
I just did because the bigger number was after the 12, so I wanted the bigger number spot.
Okay. New step says to do what?
Get the small number over to the other side. Get
Not smaller number.
this little guy.
Variable. Pick on our little guy. What's our little guy?
40.
So now again, if you choose to move that 3e, that's okay. You're just going to be dealing with more negatives, okay? So 3e plus 4e. So I have 7e plus 9 equals, I'm going to run out of room, negative 12. Okay, now I'm to my last step, which just says solve as usual. So if I'm solving as usual, what do I get rid of first? Okay, so I'm down to 7e equals, what's negative 12 minus 9? Same sign, find the sum, and keep it the same sign. Good. And then I get the e by itself by?
Divided by 7, and it's e equals -3.
Ooh, barely. I got it on there.
That's how mine is, just barely missed.
Well, if I was smart, because I know I write big, I wasted all this space up here. Okay,
I write the same.
you ready to look at our next example?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Whew.
What?
Sorry guys, write small, write small. But you guys have to know this is my favorite one yet, right?
I'm sure.
How many variables do I have this time? Only 3. Who feels confident telling me what to do? Ben?
Distribute.
Yeah, because it's the same step every single time, right? So what are we distributing here?
Oh, I thought Emily got it.
Ben, go ahead. What do I distribute here?
We distribute them 2 to the f to the negative 3.
Okay, and what do we get when we do that?
We get 2f and negative 6.
Okay, and what do I need to remember to bring down?
The positive 20.
20
Looks like.
plus. Okay. Can I distribute on my right?
Yeah, we can. We can distribute the 5. Okay, so we can distribute the 5. We get 5f minus 10.
Okay. And then bring down the rest, 6f minus 3. Nice. Next step is, yeah, Maddie?
Can you combine my terms on the right?
Yep, we're going to combine like terms on the left and the right. What are my like terms on the left that I can... Okay, so I like to bring down my term with the variable first, and then I'm going to combine 20 minus 6, which is positive 14. And then as Maddie said, we can sure combine terms on the right, like terms on the right. So let's start with my variables. So 5f and plus 6f. 11f. And then I'm going to combine my constants, which is negative 10 minus 3. That's right. Good. So we've done distributing. We've combined like terms. Now we got to pick on our little guy. What's our little guy here?
2f.
So I'm going to move that 2f from the left to the right. (11f minus 2f). And I'm now ready to solve as usual.
You add 13. And that's 27.
Okay?
Then you divide. And that will give you 3.
So I'm going to go ahead and just write as f equals 3. Nice job. How do we do on that one? Good?
Oh my god, that looks so a lot.
I think we could have eliminated some of the example problems. I feel like you guys are getting it pretty good. Okay, now now we know that solving inequalities is the same thing as solving equations, except for we have to watch how to flip our inequality sign if and when needed, and then we have to graph our answer. So example number 7, we have 2p plus 5 is greater than or equal to 3p minus 10.
Should we pick on the little guy?
Why do I start with that?
Because there's no. You don't like distribute or anything like that.
Yeah, perfect. So Maddie said we're going to just start right off the bat on step 2, pick on the little guy to get the variables on the same side because we can't do any of the step 1. So if I'm going to pick on the little guy, which guy am I moving?
2. Negative 2p.
Nice.
Well, if it was close, it should be
Okay. So 3p minus 2p is 1p minus 10. Okay, now what? Plus 10. Ten plus 5
15.
is greater than or less than 1p. And what do we talk about that 1? When we just have a 1p left, I can just get rid of it, right? So then I'm going to bring my p to the left, my 15, which is greater than or equal to? Which is my bigger one now?
15.
So I'm going to make sure that it shows that. And then I'm going to graph. Open or closed? Left, right? Good. Like you guys have that down. You think you got it now? Okay. You don't want to graph? Is that what you said?
I don't want to do the rest.
Oh, you don't want to do the rest?
Yeah.
But this is the only day.
Do we have
Yes.
this week?
This is the only day that we have notes this week.
I know.
Do we have
it's like
con?
we know this.
Yes.
Oh.
You know this? You got it?
You only have
Okay.
Is it for study skills?
Yes.
one.
Okay, go. Beat me. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. When you have it, raise it. Okay, I gave you guys a head start.
You should raise it.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you really? Are you really done?
Yeah.
Did he really beat us? Anybody else beat me?
We're about to raise our hands at the same exact time. And there you go. I got
You
it.
have it graphed and everything?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Are you sure? So you're saying I shouldn't have given you a head start? Okay, here we go. Let's compare. Is that what you got?
Ah, I gotta look at
I
that.
didn't get a negative.
K is greater than -2.
So I got
Got a negative, yeah.
I did get a negative. I just didn't write it.
Oh, so I would have been able to like big red check mark. Ding.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was an example problem just like example number 7 that Maddie did for us. We couldn't distribute, we couldn't combine like terms, so we picked on the little guy, moved our -2k, made it a plus k, 2k, moved it to my left. Then we went through and solved. The biggest thing you have to remember, when you take 3 minus 15, that's where you get that -12, divide by 6 on each side. K is greater than -2, open circle to the right.
You should do what they used to do back in elementary school, where you'd have like the teacher race thing, where you race them and all the bunch of math problems.
You guys beat me Friday, didn't you? Or did I beat you Friday left-handed?
racing.
Okay, does everybody have, do you have this down, Riley? Okay, all right, let's look at the next one.
Hey, we're racing Josh.
Hold on, I'm not giving you guys a head start this time, though.
Wait.
On your mark.
We gotta write down first.
Okay, wait, let me write it
Yeah.
down until it's even.
Make sure that you're not like cheating as you write it down and start solving. Like Josh is doing. Okay, and go.
Well, I wasn't solving it. I was just writing it down.
I'm not. Wait, can we go?
Yeah, you can go.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. What do you guys notice about this one?
It's normal.
I'm
It's
concentrating.
normal. I honestly don't know how to do it. Oh, I think
Got it.
Already? No, you didn't. You're teasing.
Sorry, got it.
All right, Ben says he has it. You believe him? I do.
I have it too.
You even have it graphed?
Yeah.
How do you guys move that fast?
Yeah. Let's be smart boys. Girls. I was beating the whole class, but then I realized that it's girls here too.
All right. Let me see what you got, Maddie. Almost agree. You did one little thing.
Where'd you get it back?
You gotta check some. Oh, you're so close. You did one little silly thing. Okay. Oh, I gotta unfreeze it. Okay, so this is what we have. First of all, what did you guys notice?
It's an actual simple problem.
Yeah, you don't have multiple variables here, okay? So all we had to do was distribute. So once I distributed, I got negative 6m minus 10 is greater than or equal to negative 28. I had to undo any addition or subtraction, so I manipulated that 10. Negative 28 plus 10 gets me to what? Negative 18. I brought down my negative 6m. When I divide by a negative number when I'm solving an inequalities, what happens to my inequality sign when I divide or multiply by a negative number? I flip it. Okay. Do we all have example number 9 down? You promised me.
Fantastic.
Where'd you go, Hannah?
So,
You gave up. You gave up because you're done racing, or you gave up because you don't know what you're doing, or you gave up just because like you're over it. I was going too slow? So you're saying my racing skills are slow? You're on.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to win. Deal? If I win, you have to be here all week.
Are we doing something?
Yeah, you and I are racing.
Oh,
Oh, no, we're racing.
oh, just you.
Here we go. Example number 10.
okay, let me write it down.
Yeah, let's write it down.
Now, if Miss Littleton wins, you're here all week. If you win, I have some Skittles for you.
Wait. Can I make a bet with you?
No.
Can we go?
Yep, we go.
Wait. Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Again? No, you're not.
Hey,
Next one I have.
I agree with your answer.
I got the right answer
I'm
too.
going too fast. No, I got it wrong. Because
It's all right. I see you all week long. Except for I'm skipping on Thursday because I'm moving. But you, nah, girl, you're gonna be here on Thursday. You heard it. If Hannah's not here on Thursday, you all email me and tell me. So I do check my
I got
email.
wrong.
Hey,
Because we race.
Okay.
I erase the whole thing.
Oh no. Okay, so real fast though, you guys, where you said you got it wrong, Maddie? Do you know where you messed up?
Oh no, I don't like racing because of those reasons. I get
Anxiety, anxious.
pressured,
Yes.
And then
No, I get it.
something wrong.
I get it.
That's why we don't
Did
race.
everybody else get this though?
Yeah,
Okay.
we should get Skittles
We
now.
already tried it. The whole entire thing.
I for sure we
Wait.
Wait, wouldn't it be the
Doesn't
other
the
way?
W go right over there since
The arrow?
you flipped it?
What I do wrong? You guys see something?
Yeah. Don't you like flip since you flipped it? you-
That better?
I love how we both realized that.
Wait, what time did we get out of here?
We're not going to do the last two example problems.
Yes.
Unless you want to do them and bring them to me finished tomorrow for Skittles. Skittles.
Yeah, see, I'm getting chips tomorrow, so it's.
You're
I mean,
Honestly.
Maybe I'll forget your chips tomorrow, Josh. All right, Maddie, you got it, girl.
Credit points.
Yeah.
All right, here's example number 11. Write it down in case you get bored in study skills so you can say, Miss Lidigan, look. I did example number 11 and number 12. Give me my Skittles.
I don't have study skills.
Resource study hall. Uh-huh. So write down example number 11 for me, please.
Okay.
And then I'm going to flip it so you get example number 12 as well.
You said sorry.
We have it?
It's a shame.
Yeah.
All right, example 12.
Wait, I didn't get 11.
I'll come back to it. Here's example number 12.
So we have no homework.
Grab your worksheet on the way out. Have a fabulous day.
Hey, you guys don't know